Our state houses of assembly prices are from 600 to 300,000 naira, state houses of assembly. And the House of Reps, we brought it down from 2 million to 1 million naira. And then the Senate from 3 million to 2.5 million naira. Then the governors is 5 million naira. And of course, the presidency is 11 million naira, which includes the expression forms. And the reasons are quite simple. The environment is quite competitive. If we have somebody who is running for House of Reps, the party must have the capacity to mobilize to the locations or constituency of that person that is campaigning to support him and campaign for him. It's not just the form that matters, but ensuring that the person have won the election.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give a round of applause to these panelists as we welcome the next round of parties. Thank you. We'll get back to the Q&A and the audience engagement after we have the second round of parties. I'd like to welcome at this point, and I hope that the next person who comes up here is a woman. It would be nice to have someone who's a woman apart from myself on this panel. The National Secretary of the, I'd like to welcome the Chairman of Justice Must Prevail Party, Dr. Olusegun Ijabweni. Really hoping for a woman. I would also like to welcome up here the Comrade Nkem Okando, essay to the National Chairman on Political Matter for the African Democratic Congress. Still a man. Last but not the least, I'd like to welcome the Chairman of the ANRP, Abundant Nigeria Renewal Party, Mr. Tope Fashua. Still a man. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us from online, the hashtag to follow is not too young to run. And for those of you who are here as well, please feel free to share the conversation and engagement using the hashtag not too young to run. Thank you. Thank you. Gentlemen, the same question that I asked our last panelists. You have about 3 minutes, because again, we're very time limited, to talk about what your party is doing specifically on youth candidacy and your party primaries.
My name is Dr. Olusegun Ijabweni, the acting national chairman of Justice Must Prevail Party. I'm a retired diplomat. This party, Justice Must Prevail Party, was delivered in a vision in Kebbi State, and to someone who is not even a politician, to a youth. And for me, I was abroad, and I had a voice telling me, I have an assignment for you in Nigeria. So I came back. I was looking for the assignment. I met the president, hoping that immediately he saw me, he would just say, this is your assignment. I went around the country for 6 months, almost like a madman, until I come across this party, and then the Lord told me, this is the assignment I have for you. This party is prepared for the youth, to raise the youth in the fear of God. And he made me an example. In 2005, while Obasanjo was head of state, I was given $2 million bribe, which I denied. I declined because of the security of Nigeria that was involved. On the 1st of March of this year, I met the president, Obasanjo, and I told him this story. And I told him how I was punished for denying myself $2 million bribe. And he tested me at a higher level, which I will tell you in future because of time. This party is registering people for the presidency at 500,000 only. And it goes down up to 100,000 for a councillor. The only thing that differentiates this party from other parties is that you cannot steal 1 naira from this party. If you're a member of this party, if you steal from 1 naira and above, you are a dead man. You have to swear that you will not steal from 1 naira and above. So we live by 12 pillars of oath. We use the oath to also select our youth. Our youth is not selected by the chairman or the executives in Abuja. They are selected by a college of Olympic panelists. You know, we call them the wise men. It is the wise men that will produce the councillors, the governors, not anybody in Abuja.
Are we talking about your party primaries?
Yes.
Process?
Our party primaries will be based on the decision of the wise men. You will present your manifestos to the wise men. So it's not a question of having money. You present your manifesto. What do you want to do?
How are the wise men selected?
The wise men are selected 3 from each senatorial district across the whole nation. And so we are going to elect people of knowledge, people of, this time around, not less than 60 years. But our candidates already, you have the figure in terms of the age. 30 years, 35, you can become president. So this is how Nigeria will be built, not by people who know someone, but by your competence.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Comrade Okando.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Comrade Nkem Okando, the SA to the National Chairman of African Democratic Congress on political matter. ADC came as a result of the fact that people came, that they found that there is a need for us to build a modern, model African nation. That was why ADC came to be. And African Democratic Congress was actually registered in 2006. And we are not just a political party, we are an institution with a difference. And it's not just about the nomination forms, it's not just about how to make you to participate. We are the only political party in Nigeria that is running a campaign against vote buying and electoral malpractice, where we have what we call Coalition for Electoral Integrity, C4E Integrity, which was then launched in Sheraton Hotel in August 2018. Because it's not just about the forms, how about the actual electoral process? Even if you got a form free of charge, how are you going to convince the electorate? So we are taking it to the street, we're taking it to the states to make sure that people will campaign against electoral buying and vote buying. That's what the African Democratic Congress is currently doing. Now, in terms of youth, women, and people living with disability, we are the only unique party. And we don't want to share about youth, we don't want to talk about just women. We have gone a step further to now say, no, people can deny this. In our constitution, it is made mandatory that there should be 30% representation in all elected positions for young people. And there should be 30% representation for women. And there should be 40% for others, which is now in our constitution. And not just that, in our expression of interest and nomination forms, we now say people under age 40, whatever that is the amount for the expression of interest and nomination form, we are slashing it by 50%. And women too, women and people living with disability, the expression of interest form is optional. So for women, it is free in ADC, and for people living with disability, it's also optional. Now, in terms of the party primary, every politics is local. As a party, we are going to adopt the 2 systems of either direct primary or indirect primary, depending on the locality. So that's what we're doing. And I will enjoy you. It's not about talking here. Our expression of interest form for purpose of knowledge for House of Assembly is 450,000. House of Representatives is 1 million. And Senate is 2.5 million. For governor is 6 million, and for the president is 12 million. But even at that, we are giving 50% for people under 40. That means if you're contesting for House of Assembly, you will definitely have to pay like 225,000 for House of Assembly. Like the SDP man said, politics is about funds. There are a lot of things to do with funds. So even as a young person, it's not about us to start campaigning about young people to participate. It's about values. That's why we are different from other political parties. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Okando. Mr. Fashua.
Okay, thank you very much. Very quickly, I'll wrap very quickly. First of all, our party, we don't have any youth leader because everyone is meant to be a youth. One of the oldest people in the party as the national chairman, I'm 46, going to be 47. However, what we do is we ensure everybody is mainstreamed. Many of our state chairmen are below 35, many. Ogun State, Sokoto State, Bauchi State, and then, of course, we also competed in Ekiti State with a 48-year-old man. And also, we're going into Ogun State with someone who's about 41. And also in Oyo State, that we have 2 aspirants who are below 42. That said, our rate for the nomination fees is quite low. I think it's going to be the second lowest here today. But I heard someone say they take 500,000 for presidency. We take 1.5